And we are underway from Ford Field. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Wilson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Another carry for Wilson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So trying to away here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on the 2nd and 3. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Play number 9 in the drive coming up, but they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 4th down. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in him as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And he completes it to Wilson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. to him on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Looking for a seam, but finding none. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past. Up to the 27-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for second down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Goff going to keep it himself.
And he is going to have the Lions first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Back to throw, Goff.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hold on. Shell. 2 for 1.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now, is it fourth down? It's third down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Goff now looks to throw.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
1:53 remaining in this first half of play. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 45 on second down. Tua, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. This offense finding his legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Caught. It's Wilson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Goff on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, gone. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Tackled back at the 26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
70 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. The Dolphins on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he fires one, but incomplete. That close on third down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Ready up.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 13.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Dolphins first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Miami.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Tua.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win.